is another episode of Health Options, the program that not only tracks government policies on health, but helps you with the information you need to make informed choices about your health. Many thanks for joining us. I am Rabi Abdullah. Natural medicine, also referred to as naturopathy, is a form of alternative medicine which involves homeopathy, herbalism, acupuncture, diet and lifestyle counseling, and many more. Natural medicine can be simply defined as any system of medicine that complements and enhances the body's natural capacity to heal by restoring balance without the use of synthetic drugs or chemicals. Plants have been used as a primary source of medicine since ancient times, and about 80% of the world's population use herbal medicine to treat different ailments. That's our focus on this episode of Health Options as we share with you the views of the Coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Professor Muhammad Ali Pate, on this field of healthcare. Be part of our Nature Scanner as we bring you the concluding part of our interaction with natural medicine expert Zainab Ujudud Sharif on the healthiest teas and the right formulation. If you're just joining us, this is Health Options. We're taking a look at traditional medicine, and this is what the Coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Professor Muhammad Ali Pate, has to say about this area of the nation's healthcare.
It's a whole department and a director of traditional complementary and alternative medicine. As part of the Ministerial Oversight Committee for the Basic Healthcare Provision Fund, is to make use of the existing vehicle of the BHCPF to make the facilities, the retail outlets for services function. And as that functionality is improving, the pillar of our agenda on the value chain includes development of the healthcare value chain that includes the phytomedicine as a value chain, that has different entities in government that are working to classify them, study them, research them, and commercialize them so that they are available to Nigerians. So phytomedicine is a really fantastic opportunity to bring what is indigenous to us. You'll hear NIPRID undertaking a major effort in one of the states in the Northeast to really bring stakeholders around how do we move on the phytomedicine agenda, because there is no part of Nigeria that is not endowed but with biodiversity. But those are not things that you just jump into because you want to go into herbal medicine, but you have to study them scientifically to use methods that ensure that the products are based on evidence that they work or that they are very safe. And in fact, you need both, and that they are properly regulated. The fact that you're going to alternative medicine, that doesn't mean you go into unregulated medicine. Even in other countries in the East, they have mechanisms, they have policies, frameworks, regulatory institutions that govern how those alternative medical practices are being conducted. If we don't do that, you'll have charlatans preying on the poor Nigerians who will spend money where they will not get the benefit of health. So as we're improving the primary healthcare system, improving the secondary and higher level services, we're also looking at this element, and from the value chain perspective, focusing on the phytomedicine value chain, which NIPRID is leading as part of this presidential agenda.
Let's take some messages now. The program continues after that. Do stay. Time now to go over to our Nature Scanner for the concluding part of our interaction on the healthiest teas and the right formulation with natural medicine expert Zainab Ujudud Sharif. Happy viewing.
This is a 1 liter flask, a day's preparation. Early in the morning, do you want to make that your stimulating tea? A combination of, like what we have said, your liter, pour the boiling water, pour the quantity of the tea, cover it, and allow you to infuse.
Okay,
It must be part of you. To the office, wherever you go, at home. Yeah. 1 liter. 1,000 mils, yes. I told you, for example, if you want to make a wood, let's make a mixed spicy tea, stimulating tea for the morning. And I told you that let's play around. Let's take our green tea. That means we are going to look at this. Okay, we can take 1.5 teaspoonful of green tea, and then let's say 1 teaspoonful of the peppermint. Am I communicating? Half teaspoonful of the cloves, or 6 sticks of cloves. Then the cinnamon stick, you can take a stick, break them into pieces. Okay, in your 1 liter boiling water. Fantastic. I like to infuse 10 minutes. All the medicines, all the flavors, all the oils from these teas will go into the water. You have a fantastic tea to drink to keep you all through. Furthermore, towards the evening time, you can also do the calming one. What will you do with the calming now? You can remove the green tea. The calming one can come with the combination of peppermint, jasmine, and cloves. Is that not interesting? So let's say more, to add more, because God has blessed us with so many plants. Either the seeds, the buds, okay, or the fruits are fantastic, flavored. This is anise, star anise. If you look at star anise, it has a very nice aroma. In pharmaceutical preparations, we use anise water to prepare an antacid, because you can automatically know that it has an anti-acid effect. Okay, that means it's good for flatulence. You know, a lot of people have bloated stomach, a lot of gas in the stomach, a lot of fermentation in the stomach, a lot of acidity in the stomach. So we need to look at these medicinal teas. You can see, I'm not only telling you about the tea to take in the morning, I'm also further telling you the teas that can be used to attack some common ailments, to prevent some common ailments. Okay? We talked about reducing flatulence, because you know, for you people that do a lot of sedentary work, you stay all day, your food will digest very slowly. As we age, our basal metabolic slows down. So that means we need a helping hand. You can imagine you taking a heavy meal of pounded yam, what will I say, eba? Okay, after that, be sure that your stomach will be bloating. So before or after, I would recommend a cup of tea and a digestive supporter. Let's look at the digestive supporter I've made. I've said anise, peppermint, and cloves. Fantastic. Before the food and after the food. After is very good. Don't forget, we are beginning to be freaks, tea freaks. But I'm not saying to do it too much. Make sure everything is in moderation, including these medicinal herbs. Okay? Because when you use them too much, you can also have some minor effects that are negative. Okay? So I've talked about anise. This is what I called honey flower. This is a tree that is commonly grown in the north. We call it Kenya tree. Okay? It's a kind of tree that you have the fruits that are very sweetish.
I'm sorry, let me just think about it.
Yeah.
Is the one that you only freshen the bread.
Yes, and you can add them in toothpaste. The most toothpaste, you can add those ones. Cloves are commonly found now in toothpaste. Anise too are found in cinnamon. All these spices are now added to some synthetic products to give them that nice flavor. Okay? Back to this flower. The tree produces this flower, but the bees come to feed on these flowers. Don't you think this is a rich flower? The bees brings all the pollen grains from different trees and stay on this to eat. So this alone is an antioxidant rich tea, and I'm glad it's commonly found around this. So this is something you can also add to your relaxing tea, evening tea. This is called the bee flower plant. The bee, yes, because the bee loves this flower. Okay? And it's the traditional people that told us this. They see it easily more than us. So if we are smart, we should listen to them and then interpret it in a knowledgeable way and find the research. So this is a good tea. This can be for the evening, and this stimulates digestion. So let me say, I've talked about early morning tea, I've talked about flatulence tea. Can I mention what the tea is here that we can use for digestion? Let's come back. This flower, peppermint, cloves, anise, cinnamon, in equal proportion. Half teaspoonful, excellent digestive tea. Okay, these are things that are good. Let's look at this rose. You know, this is rose. You could smell, it has a fantastic aroma. Have a smell of the very lovely rose flowers. When you talk about rose, you talk about love. This is a love tea. It gives you a good sense of well-being. So rose flowers are rich in antioxidants. Any colored plant has antioxidants, phytonutrients, okay? And this boosts the immune system. So this rose flower is, if you are in a mood, you are not happy. Can you pep up yourself and feel happy? A cup of rose will send you back.
Is it regardless of the color of the rose flower?
Yes, regardless. Because it contains the nutrients. That's why the first gift to your beloved one is rose. Like they do. Exactly, red rose. But we have this kind of rose, pinkish rose, there is white rose, there is red rose. Rose is rose. So, but what we are talking about is rose tea now. So this is a good one for the evening time. Begin to get yourself ready for the night. A rose tea is a way to start the journey.
That's why it's called love tea.
Love tea. I have a preparation mix love tea. You can see that a rose combination with jasmine and this flower are love teas. Do you understand? And again, these flowers not only produce tea, like I told you, they produce essential oils, okay, which you can use the oils for the good evening bath, and even apply the oil on your abdomen and your body before you sleep to help also digestion while you sleep. There's a lot that God has put in these plants. If we know them better, we have multiple uses of them. This goes to my rose tea. Lavender. Lavender is another, you can see purple color. A lot is known about lavender. You can see it's also a calming tea, okay? And it has an antioxidant, like I said, any colored one. I want to have a cool tea, a calming tea. I'll pick some roses, I'll pick some lavender, I'll take jasmine in equal proportion. Calming tea. Not only calming, romantic tea, okay, for the evening. Do you know that the oil of lavender can be born in the rooms to set your room in a romantic mood?
So I can
fantastic.
A combination of hot tea.
Yes, I'm taking the tea,
incense.
exactly, the incense.
Okay.
You can even take you know what I do? I take the flowers, put them together, add the essential oil, and get a nice perfume like sandalwood. Get the oil of sandalwood, put it in those three: jasmine, rose, okay, lavender. Let me say a teaspoonful of each, okay? And then I put an essential oil of any of them, a teaspoonful of any of their oil, 2 drops of any of their oil, okay? And then again, let me get an oud perfume or sandalwood, put half a teaspoonful of that oil in that. Oh my God, burn the room.
So it's a total package, beyond the tea.
Exactly. You see, we are touching because we have diverse information and knowledge. I'm not only staying with the tea. I'm also telling you what other things can be obtained. Apart from drinking, rubbing, exciting, and calming. We need to always look at what God has given to us.
Nature is indeed beautiful.
It's so fantastic, so big, so much more. But we need to desire to seek nature. And nature is open to us. That's lavender for you. I'm sure you are wondering what this red Have you heard of pomegranate? Pomegranate flowers. I'm sure you've heard of pomegranate. Yeah, a very rich, very attractive with a lot of nice reddish seeds when you expose it, with a hard back, okay? The flowers are fantastic. They are powerful antioxidants, a lot of nutrients. So you can see the fruit is very good, it's light of fiber, and then the flowers too is rich. So we can take this as a tea. Excellent tea, saying, even combining it with the green tea for a good morning warm-up tea, okay? Morning tea. It can even go into all the other teas because of the interest now is the nutrients. There's what they call they group some plants that we call that are almost complete plants. We call them super plants, okay? Because of their rich nutrients. Pomegranate belongs to one of them. And then even our moringa belongs to one of them. Our avocado belongs to them. These are especially our baobab, the kuka. We are going to talk about kuka tea later on. The baobab tea. Yes, the baobab tea. We are going to talk about the doom fruit tea. All these are rich that we look down on. That is why we are sick. We fall sick. If we don't, this provide us with a lot of micronutrients, vitamins and minerals, which in turn boost our immunity and they prevent diseases. What is the history of vitamin C? The sailors discovered they were falling sick, and then they realized that all they needed to do was to take vitamin C. Preventing scurvy. What do you use vitamin D for? To prevent either bone diseases. So nutrients, phytonutrients or micronutrients, we need them in small quantity to prevent us from being sick and from dying.
Immune support
and immune support. I discovered that most of us are lacking in micronutrients. And one of the ways to quickly get those micronutrients is by taking these teas. So let us promote to our viewers, taking some of these teas enriches us with the nutrients that we need to prevent those micronutrient diseases. Pellagra, Scurvy, rickets, just to mention a few. And you don't realize that you could be sick, burning sensation on your feet, feeling so many pains around your body. You are thinking it's malaria. It may not always be malaria. It may be you are lacking in these micronutrients. When you begin to take micronutrients, vitamins, minerals, other phytochemicals, antioxidants from these rich teas, medicinal plants, you will discover improvement in the quality of your life and well-being.
Is it everyone who should take tea, or it has to do with a certain age group?
No, everybody. You, of course, tea. I told you the after water, the most used beverage is tea. Even the children, even infants, you know, mostly when they breastfeeding mothers, after breastfeeding them, and then maybe 1 year or two, you begin to include liquids. You can include these teas. Things like pomegranate tea, which is quite safe, okay? Peppermint tea is quite okay, okay? These are all these ones that we can use for them. And then back home, hibiscus sabderifa. You know, zobo is such a blessed plant. Because we look down on it. A tea of zobo is fantastic, but we are abusing it. What do? You find that either we add other colors to it, making it bad. Allow the natural color in zobo is the best. And when you take zobo tea, you can spice it up. Let's enjoy our zobo tea. Let's spice zobo tea with what? Peppermint, cloves, cinnamon. That is fantastic. An evening tea. As you are taking this tea, you are taking phytonutrients, you are taking antioxidants, and I like the teas that goes to the brain, reducing the mental stress. Research has shown that some of these teas have the ability to cross the blood-brain barrier. So that means those teas that have the ability are definitely good for mental stress. And that's why I'm giving you teas like cloves, peppermint, flower, jasmine, lavender, rose, Let me come back to the things you throw away. The orange peels.
This should interest me.
This orange peels, it contains an oil called limonene. That limonene has calming effect. Yes, just like you can take it alone as a tea with a touch of lemon and honey. Fantastic. You can add some some honey, or you add some brown sugar. Okay? You can even add your sugar, just minute. Don't add too much sugar so that you get the nourishment and the flavor of the plant. Okay? So, like I said, a digestive stimulant. Can we formulate with what I have told you, a digestive stimulant? We want a digestive stimulant. What do? I will take peppermint. Okay. I will take orange peels. I will take cloves. I'll add anise, cinnamon. Digestive stimulant. A nice cup of calming tea, good for the evening. When I was talking about calming teas, I mentioned some of them to you. Can you guess what plants are in this tea?
Well, I could tell me when I could taste peppermint. I could taste cloves. This is a calming tea.
For the evening.
Yeah, for the evening. So after a hard day,
you need an anti-stress.
we decided to settle down, courtesy of Zainab Ujudin Sheriff, the experts here, and we had fun with our tea party, if you want to call it. Yeah, tea party. So let's just have a toast to a healthier life with tea.
There comes. That's the way to go.
Call it tea party on health options and you won't be wrong. Need I tell you that the crew got healthier for it? Hope you did enjoy our expose on teas. That's health options for this week. A quick reminder that you can go to our YouTube channel to watch the upload of this and other episodes of the program. I am Rabi Abdullah. Thanks for watching. Be good and stay safe.